everybody, what is going on? And welcome to my review of Ready or Not, a new horror comedy film that stars Australia's own Samara Weaving as a character named Grace. And Grace is just married into a very rich family, and upon her wedding night discovers that there's a tradition, an initiation of sorts, where a new person coming into the family has to play a game. But unfortunately for our poor little Grace, she has chosen hide and seek, which means that she has to try and hide while the family finds her. But the catch there is that they are trying to kill her, and if they don't kill her before dawn, the pact that they made with the devil is gonna mean that they're gonna all die unless she is sacrificed. So this was a movie that I was really looking forward to seeing. I love horror comedies if they're done well, and from what I heard, this movie was a lot of fun, and yeah, I don't know, just the whole premise sounded pretty neat. Samara Weaving is one of these actresses who never really grabbed me. Like, she's been in a few good movies and TV shows, but she's one of these people that doesn't exactly draw me to whatever she's in. But I've got to say, after this movie, man, I'm on board with whatever she's doing next, which fortunately is Bill and Ted 3, so that is definitely one movie I'm looking forward to. But yeah, this movie was so much freaking fun. I mean, from the trailer, from the premise, you kind of know what you're getting into, but fortunately there were a few surprises. Like, during the first, or yeah, about around the end of the first act, I was kind of thinking to myself, is this just going to be her hiding around the house and them trying to find her and possibly her getting them back or whatever? But yeah, fortunately there were a few things that, yeah, took it to different locations and stuff. I really liked the dynamic between the family members. Like, these people are super, super rich. They've made their fortune from a board game company, which is why they have this whole game element. And yeah, I really dug the whole relationships between them. Like, they weren't all just, you know, the same character. We had people like Henry Cherney, Andy McDowell, and Adam Brody as part of the family, and yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that there were some surprises with some of the characters. But Samara Weaving, oh my gosh, she absolutely crushed it in this role. Yeah, she sort of starts off with her character being this, you know, she's kind of in a dream, she's in a fantasy, she's marrying into this rich family, but, you know, when the shit starts going down, man, she just goes to this level of sassiness. Like, a lot of the humor in the film were from some of the lines of dialogue that she delivered. Not just the lines, but the way she delivered them. And my God, her scream is incredible. It's hard to describe it, but yeah, it's this animalistic, guttural roar of a scream. And yeah, I want to see her in more horror movies. Actually, to be honest, I just want her to play this character for the rest of her life. I really loved how she played this girl. As far as the horror element, yeah, it wasn't a scary movie. There were some scenes of suspense, of a bit of tension here and there. There was some really good gore in the film. If you're a gore lover, you're gonna like this film. There were even some moments that kind of had me squirming a little bit. They were a little painful to watch, but yeah, the gore in this movie was pretty good. The film was also a perfect length. It never outstayed its welcome. It's about an hour and a half long, so not too long, not too short. In terms of all the technical things, like, you know, the cinematography, directing, score, everything was fine. You know, it was as good as it needed to be. There wasn't anything really remarkable about it. And I guess that kind of leads me into the negatives of the film. One of the standouts for me was that there was some really clunky dialogue in, like, scenes of exposition, particularly in the first act, where the characters are just blatantly telling the audience things we needed to know, and it didn't sound like natural conversations between two people. I mean, I know it's the kind of film that you can sort of get away with stuff like that, being that it's just, you know, kind of a cheesy B movie, but yeah, at the same time, yeah, some of the dialogue bits were a little bit too exposition heavy. And by the end of it, I just kind of had that feeling like I'd seen it before in a way. There wasn't, you know, as much as I really enjoyed the film and I walked away smiling, and, you know, there were some really good laughs in the film. Yeah, I didn't get that feeling like I want to go back tomorrow and see it again, or, to be honest, yeah, I can probably wait till it comes out on Blu-ray. So yeah, it just sort of didn't really have that instant rewatchability factor. But that being said, like, I will definitely buy it when it comes out. Yeah, it's a good film to, have some friends over, have a few laughs. And despite its flaws, yeah, look, I had a really good time with this film. It's the kind of movie, don't go into it thinking that it's gonna be a film that makes you think or anything. It is just a pure switch your brain off and enjoy it movie. And I'm gonna give Ready or Not an 8.5 out of 10. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch my review of Ready or Not, and if you have seen it, I would love to know what you thought of it. Yeah, and what are some of your other favourite horror comedies that you've seen in the past? So drop me some comments either here, Facebook or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.